Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Chronoblade. I am Kagekaze, taking a look at the still closed beta of this free-to-play action RPG that plays in the style of, say, a Golden Axe or Rusty Hearts, Dungeon Fighter Online, things like that. It's a pretty fun game, actually, and again, still amazed that this is going to be playing in Flash and playing in a web browser. Now, this being a new beta build that has come out, there are a few issues, so I'm hoping this video will come out alright. Unfortunately, due to the new build, there are some issues with Chrome, and what that's caused is that Chrome will not go into full screen. So if I wanted to record Facebook ads on the right during the video, I would want to use Chrome, and unfortunately I didn't want to do that. I'm using Firefox now. Firefox seems to be the browser that they suggest. But unfortunately with Firefox doesn't recognize by my recording software as a DirectX game. So I'm kind of recording my full screen. It's going to cause some performance issues for me, but hopefully when the video comes out, it will not cause a problem for you. But hey, let's get past the technical difficulties. Again, keep in mind, beta is beta. This is not a fully released product yet. Anything could change at release. But hey, there is one thing that's really cool that they've done for this build, and they're going to do this all the way into release. This is something that doesn't often happen, is that everything you do in this game, in this closed beta now, is going to carry over. They're not planning to do any character wipes, item wipes, anything like that. So unlike most games when they're in beta, they're not going to wipe it at release. This is going to keep everything until release, according to the developers. That's amazing, really. So anything I do here will be continued progress. Alright, so that aside, let's get to the reason why some of you are probably here. I want to give away some Chronoblade keys because I feel that this game is excellent, and the developers did give me that handful of keys that I mentioned in the last video. So what I want to do is I want to set it up so you guys can try and get them. If you're interested in getting a Chronoblade key, then please send an email to theshadowpost@gmail.com. Again, that is theshadowpost@gmail.com. And make the subject line be Chronoblade beta key. You can make the body say anything you want. Just keep in mind I do have a spam filter, so you might want to just make it something whatever. Just a standard sentence. Say, hey, I would like to get in the game. Give feedback or anything like that you'd like. That would be fantastic, and I would appreciate it. Again, this game can be accessed through apps.facebook.com/Chronoblade, and their main website is chronoblade.com. So with the new build, a lot has changed. So let's go over. I'm going to show you guys some of the changes that have happened here. First and foremost, let's go to the store, because this is a big one. The real money transaction items are now active. This means you can buy more gold, more crystals. Okay, these plus signs at the top will allow you to do so. So at the top left we have the tournament play tokens. If you may have seen the last video, it means these are what you use to play in the tournament mode in order to keep going. You do get a new token every half hour, 20 minutes, thereabouts. Click on the plus, I can get more tokens. It takes these crystals, either 1 for 1 token, 3 for 3 tokens, so there is no discount there. It's basically either buy one or all. But for the gold, we can see that it's basically 10,000 gold for $1. Now, it is still possible that these values will change down the line, but I'm fairly certain that this is active right now, because if I click on any one of these, it opens up a new Facebook tab that basically starts looking into getting credit information. So about 10,000 gold for $1, and of course you get a bigger discount the higher you go. And it's about 10 crystals for $1 if you want to buy these crystals here. So that means it's basically about 10 cents a crystal. So if we take that into account here, we can look at the items that they're selling here, and this is like 1 crystal, 10 cents for these items. Of course, the marketplace is scaled to my level. I'm only level 6. As you can see here, these items only require level 6. They're all blue. So if I wanted to deck my character out right now in early level 6 stuff, I really could. It would be really cheap to do so, honestly. I can even do so with the in-game currency, as you can see here with this item. And of course, as before, I can preview any of these if I want to. There you go. Pretty cool. New to this patch is the featured tab. It's used to say coming soon. Now we can see we get minor Chronarch chests, large Chronarch chests, and massive Chronarch chests, and of course there's the anomalous chest. You can see that these cost the gold. This is for 50 of the crystals, so you're just looking at $5 for this. It looks like you're going to have epic items inside of there. Anomalous, not so sure. I might have to get some of these. As you see in the top, they've given me 20 crystals to start with, and I started with 5,000 gold. I haven't gotten that much gold since I started playing. 5,000 was what was given to me. You can also buy items, so you can see med packs. That's 30 cents or 3 crystals there, basically. Let's see. Med pack issued to pack soldiers. Doesn't say. Continues to heal for 10 seconds. That's not bad. So you can get a pretty powerful healing item for that. The rest of these are for gold. You can see there's healing items that you can buy. So normally I would look at this as in-game currency and real money transaction currency, but the truth of the matter is you can go either way. You can buy crystals or you can buy gold. The difference here being, as far as I know, there's no way to get crystals in-game. So this is still technically the real money transaction section of the game, whereas the rest of this, you can actually earn this from just playing. The boosts are not available yet. I imagine what they'll do is sell really cheap some experience boosters, maybe even gold boosters. That's quite possible. Just take a look at this again. It was about 10 cents, 10 for $1. Yeah, about 10 cents a crystal. That's not bad, honestly. So it's looking pretty good. Nothing like in a game like this, I can't really say there's a people throw the pay-to-win thing around, and I've mentioned I have my own beliefs on what pay-to-win is. And in this, really, it's a single-player game for the most part. There will be co-op down the line. I have seen an interview that they did with ZiggyD StarCraft, and they mentioned that they want to do a multiplayer down the road. They're going to do asynchronous multiplayer first, and then once they get that working, they want to move on to eventually do the co-op where you can get more than one person playing at a time. I look forward to that. I think games like this are amazing when you have two people just sitting there hitting opponents at the same time. Now, getting a bit of a performance hit from my recording, that's okay. It should look okay to you guys. The character select screen has changed with this build. Not in the characters that are listed, but the fact that I can't choose Lofi. The reason I can't choose her is because she's now unlocked through story. That is one of the changes in this build, so you have to start off with Auroch, but it won't take too long to get to Lofi if you want to use her. Now, they have announced the other two characters. They haven't told us what one of them is, but if you go to their Facebook page, you can see one of the characters, the concept art, and the story behind them. Now, unfortunately, if I wanted to show you guys fresh from the beginning here, I cannot delete Auroch. So I can't just start him over again. So that is one thing I would like to see, devs, if you are watching. Being able to reset my progress if I really wanted to would be kind of cool. If I just wanted to go through the story mode as level 1 or something like that. Of course, keep in mind, I haven't gone through the story yet, haven't gone through all the areas, so there may not be a need for that if the other places are worth just fighting through over and over again. But I think some players might like to do that kind of prestige thing. Worth a look into, see if people might be interested. Now, skill trees have not really changed from what I can tell. Everything looks the same here. I've got everything slotted in that I want. Again, you put points in, you can respec for in-game gold, and you have to drag the skills that you want down to the bottom left here for abilities, bottom right here for traits or passives. And again, one of the really cool things about this game is no matter how many abilities or traits I decide to put points into, I can only have 4 abilities and 4 traits, and I have to put them down here to use them. If I forget to slot them, then I won't be able to use them. Simple as that. Nothing's really changed in the inventory screen. Same as it was. So not much interesting there. Honestly, the rest of it is all in the world map. So let's just go ahead and go there now. Now here's the big thing. The world map has been changed a bit. We can see there's a final destination over here. That unlocks with 23 stars, and so the stars you get for completing an area on different difficulty paths. So if I click on Miller's Path here, you can see I've done normal, hard, and heroic. Another thing that's changed is I can't see the other things as flags. They show up as these golden circles here, and I can see now there's separate paths. I've unlocked the mill, okay, and the mill will unlock this one right here, this one that I can't see yet. So if I beat normal on the mill, I'll get this one. But this is new. This unlocks with 4 stars, so there's branching paths now. And this one unlocks with 7. So I've already done a bit of playing, got 3 stars on the first area so that we can go ahead and unlock one of these and see what the difference is. And here, by the way, just so you can see, Lofi is unlocked once Chapter 1 is defeated. So this is just Chapter 1. There are other chapters that we'll go through, eventually leading up to here and to the end. Again, this is only the first world. There may be other worlds released. There may be other worlds further than I have gotten. But I'll be more than happy to report on those if I find out more. So let's go ahead, let's get into the game, because this is another big change in the game, is how it plays. I have to say, I do really like the soundtrack to this. Nice rock tune. It's taking a little longer to load than I thought it would, but that's okay. Again, beta. Still loads fairly quick. Nothing to install, so again, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, now the story has changed just a tiny bit since the last time I played. Not a lot. There's just a little bit more dialogue and explaining a little bit more about the game, and Lofi is directly mentioned in the story now to explain her basically addition to needing to be unlocked. Combat overall hasn't, it looks like it hasn't changed, but the truth is there is a different feel to it now. For one, I mentioned attack canceling and animation canceling in general in the last video, right? A lot of high-end fighting games and games of this caliber usually do that. And this game didn't seem to do that. Well, I can show you now that even if I lock into an animation, notice that I blocked right out of the animation. You see how he does the jump and smash? Normally you couldn't stop that, but they've decided to go ahead and add that. So you do have animation attack canceling now. So if you are an expert player at these kind of games, you now have a way of just, hey, attack's coming, stop it. Let's do that. Now, something else that's changed is combos. Combos now, oddly enough, unlock. I'm not sure what I think about that system. It's definitely a way to make sure that you use some of your earlier combos first and learn how they work. So for example, when you first start the game, the only combo you can really do is this back fist combo. That smash at the end, I couldn't even do that. I could basically do attack, punch, punch. I did again, attack, punch, punch, and that would be where it ended. Alright, I couldn't even attack in the air. I couldn't punch in the air, I couldn't slam in the air. I had to unlock my combos, so by around level 3 or 4, I finally unlocked the this one here, where you jump in the air. Now, even though I unlocked this, I still hadn't unlocked the slam that I just did there. So if I did 1, 2 in the air, I could do this, and that was it, because that was part of the combo. Now, the game page still shows a lot of the combos at the bottom. So one thing that's new too, by the way. That's really cool. I love the last hit slow motion thing. So one thing that's not really communicated, I think, very well is that there are unlocks on the combos now. Since the page does show all the combos, it could be probably shown a little bit more on the screen that says, you know, hey, you have... Well, it does actually show you the combos that it suggests, but when I played the game before, it did that as well. When you first start playing, the little gray boxes would show up with your kind of tutorial that would say, hey, why don't you try this combo? Why don't you try this combo? Well, it didn't really tell me that the combos were locked and needed to be unlocked, so I thought I was maybe doing something wrong. So as we can see, I'm hitting my 3-hit, and I don't have a 3rd hit charge move. So I go 1, 2, 3, and my special move isn't doing anything at all. I basically had to unlock the ability to hold down this to charge it, and I had to unlock the ability to do the smash. Even this simple move, the uppercut, had to be unlocked. Which is basically an attack and then jump and then you do uppercut. Now I want to see if they do super canceling. Nope, that's not in yet. May not even need to be. I was trying to see if one of my special moves could interrupt the attack animation like the block could. Now here we have our boss. Oops. As you can see, with this new beta build, there was kind of a white box when Auroch went to talk. He hadn't fully loaded in, so there is some performance. I'm noticing some changes to performance and some issues there from this build. Overall, though, I'm really happy that these attack animation blocks are in. Like right there, I just, right as I was doing an attack, blocked it to... The enemy was about to hit me. Let's see if they'll hit me. Nope, can't do that. Oh well, took out the boss. Not too bad. I am a bit over-leveled at this point from doing the first level so many times. And as you can see, they're harsher on your ranking now. I pretty much got an A+, almost every time last time I played. So it's nice to see that that is going to require a bit more effort. Now I'm going to have to unlock more combos before I can really say how I feel about the combat. I like the combat a lot when I played it the first time, and part of that was just having everything unlocked and available to me right away. The only problem I really had, as I mentioned, was the canceling, and that's in now. So I'm not sure which one I think is going to really be better. Unlocking combos going forward gives you something to look forward to as you're playing, so you can get all these neat combos as you level up. But the downside is, of course, that means you're locked to a particular set of moves up until you can get those levels. So I'm kind of in the middle ground on that. I think I prefer having everything available, but I do understand the want for giving you something to look forward to, something to unlock. That is something I would talk about even in Diablo, where having something looking forward to the level is really important for wanting to continue to play. Because if you get everything right away and you have levels, usually you wonder, well, what's the point of leveling? Then it just becomes kind of a passive increase, and almost like achievements that don't mean anything. It's like, hey, here's your marked progress. You know, it's okay. All right, so it still doesn't tell me what these do. Strength, endurance, dex. Obviously, as we've mentioned before, strength more than likely damage, endurance hit points, dex I don't know, intelligence probably mana pool. So dexterity, I'm just guessing, is movement speed. So hopefully we'll find out what that is down the road. That will give me more combat power, but make me lose dex. Let's just go ahead and sell everything. Now, if you check out their forums, one of the things they have talked about, and they're really great about communicating on their forums, one of the things they've talked about is those trash items that I've been getting. They may introduce a crafting system into the game. So it's nice to see that they are listening to the feedback regarding that, and I would really like to see what they might add. So what have we got here? Apparently, I've unlocked a Holborg Rush thing. It's got a time limit. It's got rewards, so if I kill 6 enemies, I get a minor Chronarch chest, 21 I get a large, and 46 I get a massive. So it looks like a skill challenge. That's pretty cool. If I click on it, oh, this is new, and this is pretty cool. So it gives me a tournament type thing here to do. Oh, well, that's interesting. Only this one has very specific rewards on it, and of course it does take me a tournament token to play it. Alright, let's take a look at it. Since this is completely new, it'll be really nice to record it and see what this is. So this is time attack mode. Alright, let's take a look. I want to see how many enemies we can kill. Now with limited combos, I might be a bit handicapped, but I can work with the combos I got. In fact, the combos I have right now are some of my more favorite combos, so. Hit, 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 hit. I just love doing that. I missed, so I lost my combo. I like to see that that has such a large AoE on it. Now, something I'm noticing here on the right-hand side is there is a variety bonus. I think, now I'm not going to say that there was my suggestion that led to that. I mean, they could have easily come up with that, but I did mention that as well in games like DMC, Devil May Cry, and all that. Oh, wow. I am running out of time. Hold on. 46 enemies, yeah. I'm gonna need more power, I think. Did I get... I got 21. Oh, that went a lot faster than I thought. Whew! Cool. I'm not gonna spend a token. And, yep, half an hour, so 28 minutes on that. Let's take a look at my inventory. That was pretty cool. I'm glad I got a medium level rank on that. But I mentioned that in Devil May Cry and other games like that, that you would get more of a reward. Like in DMC, you can't get a high rank unless you start using a whole bunch of different combos. Well, let me say in the original Devil May Cries. I can't say for the new one. I haven't played that one. I've heard it's actually really easy to get high ranks in that. But in games like that, you would get more experience or better points if you changed up your combo. And it looks like they're doing that now. So now when I hit enemies and I use different skills, the variable bonus will go up. And it only goes up if I hit them with something I haven't hit them before. So great, let's take a look at this large Chronarch chest. And it looks like it scales with my level. So it gave me a level 6 blue that has plus 14 to physical damage. Great. I'm going to go ahead and use that. Awesome. That didn't take very long at all, and I'm glad to have unlocked that. So, moving on here, we can see that I can unlock the next area with 7 stars. I have 4, so I will probably go ahead and do that. Let's see what it is. Alright, I'm getting fairly close to level here, so I'm going to go ahead and record that when I get the chance. I might unlock another combo move. Speaking of combos, and I'm going to talk a bit about the combat system a little more here, because there's a couple things I'm seeing that I would like to kind of see implemented or upgraded here. One thing that I know is from seeing the forums is that blocking should extend the combo if I actually block a hit. Or at least extend the combo countdown. Okay, there we go. Beowulf Punch, so DDD SS. So 3 weeks and then 2 strong. Alright, there we go. That is one of my favorite moves right there. So glad to have that move back. That is... well, level 7 to get that, huh? Yeah, good thing I love fighting. Okay, the block thing certainly is nice that it would extend the combo, because honestly having to stop the block does happen fairly frequently when you get to tougher enemies. So that's good, but I've noticed that when I was using it that my combo didn't really extend right away. Like I would block, I would get hit. Oh, special enemy, special hit. Potion time. Hopefully they fix that potion bug too. Alright, I think they have. But what I think is the combo meter just... it seems like it disappears a little bit too quick at times. It's like you're trying to continue a combo, you're trying to keep it going, and even if I block a hit, I have to pretty much be spot on attacking the enemy again. It's like block right into an attack or I'm going to lose the combo. So I don't know if it's quite working the way they intended it to. Maybe it's not quite fully in there. I think maybe extending the time on the combo meter wouldn't be a bad idea. Simply because right now it looks like it would be easy to maintain a combo with just the right moves and whatnot. But the truth is, when you get in the higher areas, like for example the last tournament mode, you would run into a lot of enemies that you would have to basically block, and you would have to move around a lot, and you pretty much got no combo because they were all so defensive that you just were moving around, constantly hitting them. Now, I don't want it to last for as long as it takes me to hit one of those guys, because those guys were definitely not meant to be comboed. They were meant to be dealt with as far as the difficulty is concerned. But I do think some of the combos just drop a little bit too quick. So I think it would be nice to see them get extended, even though it is completely possible, of course, to get Inhuman, as I did it last time. Of course, right now I just don't have the combos to do it. Need a little bit more of my moves, and of course maybe some more specials could really help. Alright, here we go. I do like the new life bar at the top, by the way, for the boss. That's really nice to see. Alright, let's go ahead and get myself a buff. Ooh, blocked just in time there. That was quite nice. Oh, boss is down. Excellent. Smash! Oh, that is absolutely stellar. I love that. I do love beating up the treasure chest too, by the way. Very nice. It's like the bonus rounds from Streets of Rage, or maybe even Street Fighter. Yeah, those are fun. Overall, still pleased with the combat, still like it. Again, still kind of on the fence. I honestly think I prefer having my abilities open from the beginning. Unlocking the special moves obviously makes sense. They're very hard-hitting, and they work as part of the skill tree. But the basic moves, I'm just not sure those should be unlocked out to you at the beginning. Maybe some moves could be, maybe unlock a few more moves than they have, because in the very beginning, all you really have is the basic and the back fist, and that's it. I don't know. I just think it's my preference to have them. At the very least, it doesn't take that long to level, to be honest. So we're going to keep going here. I'm going to go ahead and level up my hook. As you can still see, I still get 2 points per level. That's great. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to work here to get the 7 stars that I need. Well, it would appear while fighting, I've managed to unlock another move that's not a new move, but it appears I had a new move I didn't know about that I unlocked earlier. So if I jump and hit my heavy attack, I've got that move now, where I basically jump and slam my fist into the ground, like so. Quite nice, actually. I mean, I had it as far as that, but I believe before when I did that, I did a body slam. The body slam now, I have to double jump, and then I can do it like that. That's pretty funny. So something I didn't mention before as I was fighting, but is quite nice about this game, is they've increased the difficulty a little bit. It's kind of nice to see. At the same time, it can be a little frustrating. But they've added, it looks like, new abilities to monsters. Like, there were some spiders I was fighting before that they did this leap attack at me and would hit me. And in the last wave of beta, they didn't really do anything other than leap at you. And this, when I went to heroic level on stage 1, when they leapt at me, they left this AoE fire thing on the ground. So now not only do I have to watch out for their regular abilities, they get even stronger and more capabilities as they go forward. That is pretty nasty. Alright, sorry about that. Appears that video got lost in the shuffle there for a moment. So we are back and we're doing okay. So I've got a couple skills. You know what I'm probably going to do is get rid of the mock, because that is a massive energy ability right now, and I'm not putting things into it. I think I'm going to go back into Stonebreaker. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go into Berserker, because I never really did Berserker. So what have I got? Tornado, become a cyclone, knocking enemies back, hold attack to continue spinning. Yeah, okay, let's do this. I'm going to get some crits. And I'm going to get Tornado. And we're going to give this a try when we get to the new area. So now I have more crit. I've got, what is this? 10% chance? And that will give me a bleed when I crit. So great, let's do that. And it appears I have Repulse now. Hurls nearby enemies away, damage and causing them to bleed. So I've got a bleed build, it looks like. Alright, it would appear that I've unlocked the next challenge mode. This is the Heart of the Wood, and as we can see, this one requires you to get a certain number of points. So that one might be, well, it's hard to say. It could be easier or harder depending upon what kind of enemies are in it, because getting points is a little easier if you're good at getting combos rather than killing. Let's give this a shot and we will go. I'm going to test out my new build. Now, something I've never tried is Tornado before. I have seen in the forums where they've talked about this skill, and a lot of people suggested it could use a little bit more reach, so I'll take a look at that and see if I agree. From the limited time I've used it while trying to get this place unlocked, I can see why they would suggest it. So let's go ahead and use it. It's not too bad. It looks really good. An additional reach wouldn't be bad at all. But what I think my suggestion in the forums before I really tried it, and I still think it would be good for the skill aesthetically, is just give the skill, instead of maybe additional reach, maybe make it cause an actual tornado. Make it pull the enemies in, and in a way, it looks like it might even. Ooh, forgot that those guys did that. It looks like it has a slight pull-in on enemies it hits, but I would like to see that, like, kind of extended. Like, let me pull in a bunch of enemies nearby and just start doing damage to them. Okay, so this challenge mode looks like it is not actually timed. This one looks like it's just all about getting points and going through the waves. So I'm on wave 2. Now this is either a survival mode or it's going to give me a finite number of waves. I'm not sure which yet. Well, let's keep going. Ah, no, I lost my combo because of the webs. Alright. Alright. So, I'd have to say, when it comes to the webbing, I definitely understand moving slower, but I'm not sure I agree with the slower attack animations. That is a pain to deal with. It's really hard to do anything when you're in there. All of your abilities are slowed down. Anything you have that's defensive is slowed down. Uh-oh. I saw that coming. Yeah, this looks like it might be... Well, it's only wave 3, so I can't really tell. So it looks like it may be a finite number of waves, but then again, this could be like the actual tournament mode. Oh, it came in from behind. Ah! From behind! Oh! That was pretty nice. Oh! I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Yep. 12,000. Well, it says I got... No, I didn't even get 19. So, you get a chance to revive, spending either the crystals or the gold. Yeah, it's pretty much looks like this is going to be just like the actual tournament mode. So I look forward to coming back here with a few more skills, or maybe a few skills that I've used before that I'm used to. So that's cool. It's nice to see that there are some new different types of game modes that they are putting in. So as you can see, you don't get stars for them, it's just the rewards. But that's really cool that you can earn rewards such as blue or epic items. So this turned out to be harder than I expected it was going to be, but that's cool. So that's it. That is the new build of Chronoblade, and obviously I've given some of my critique, some of the things I wouldn't mind seeing. But overall, I have to say, even if they don't change anything, a lot of this is looking really good. They have a lot of great ideas here, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else they do. Things like this I wasn't expecting, adding in challenge modes and changing up the story so that it goes here to where a character's unlocked. I imagine that eventually down the line, when they add in more content, that they will add in more worlds where you can unlock the other characters. So this is looking really good. I like the changes that they've come out on their own. They are listening. If you play this game or if you've watched this video and you think there's something that you might be able to add, some kind of feedback, go to their forums at chronoblade.com. Just sign up there. The devs are always listening. I've seen them be very active not only on the forums there, but their guys that are responding to their Twitter account, which is at nWay Games. They've also been looking at stuff and talking with people. Honestly, overall, that's one thing I really like about this game is not even so much the game itself. It's the guys that are working on it. They have an excellent team. They are responsive, and it seems like they really like what they're doing. They like what they do in creating games. So I'm going to wish them the best of success. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is Chronoblade. If you are interested, send me that email at theshadowpost@gmail.com with the Chronoblade beta key subject line, and I will put it through a random process, and I will pick the lucky winners. I got a handful of keys, so by all means, let me know, and I will see you next time.